Hi everyone, it's Nicole for Simon Says Stamp, and today we're going to create a Yeti Action Wobble card with the January 2025 card kit. Using mostly components from the kit, we're going to create this quick and easy interactive card design. Starting with some of the pattern paper included in the kit, I'm going to trim down the pattern paper to 4 by 5 1/4. Then I'm going to take some of the nested domed arches from Simon Says Stamp, and we're going to cut a layer from some of the Neenah cardstock in the kit, and then from one size smaller nested domed arch, we're going to die cut a sage layer to place on top. Once we have that sage layer die cut, we're going to run that through the Illuminated Jacks embossing folder also included in the kit. So far, the only thing that we have used not in the kit is the nested domed arch. You could use any layering die set that you have to create these layers. It wouldn't have to be a domed arch at all. You want to die cut your shape first and then run it through your embossing folder. That way your die cut machine doesn't flatten the embossed design. In this case, I knew that I had these layers back behind what would be our Yeti, and I wanted to have a little bit of added interest. Embossing folders always provide wonderful texture and interest to anything that you use with them. Next, I'm going to stamp my Yeti on some of that 80-pound Neenah cardstock included in the kit using some black ink, perfect for alcohol ink coloring. You could use any coloring medium or markers that you like here. I am using Olo markers, and I will list the colors that I've used down in the description below the video here on YouTube. Starting with the face, hands, and claws, we're going to use a blue-green, teal, turquoise color to color in the face, hands, and claws. I pulled the colors directly from the pattern paper and cardstock I'm using, as well as some of the other components in the kit. Now, once we have the face and hands colored in and shaded, it's really stark how white our Yeti is, yet we do want him to be white. In order to achieve that look, you want to add shading with some gray markers. My favorites are always the warm gray markers, but cool grays or other gray markers will also work depending on your preference. Starting with my darkest color, I'm going to go in and gradually add some darker areas where I want that shading to be the most intense. I'm using a warm gray 3 here, so it's not super dark. After I've done my darkest color, I'm going to use my mid-tone color to pull that dark line out and start blending and shading. In this case, we're going to use warm gray 1. You'll notice that I pull that color and make a much wider, darker line with this marker. Now at this point, it's still a pretty stark shadow on our Yeti. I'm going to want to take another lighter marker, in this case warm 01, and this one, or pardon me, warm 0, just 0, and you want to color all over to pull that line out and really soften it. Now, it looks really gray when I add this all over our Yeti, but this is it wet. As that color dries, it's going to dry, and you're just going to be left with this wonderful image that looks white even though it has these gray shadows. Then I'm going to go back with my warm gray 3 marker, and I'm going to add some little dot detail naturally where those areas that will probably be the darkest. This is going to give our Yeti that texture of fur. And I love doing this to critters as I think it adds a lot of interesting detail. The final thing is we're going to take a pink marker and add some rosy pink cheeks to our Yeti. He is out in a snowstorm after all. Then we're going to take the coordinating Yeti die included in the kit, and we're going to die cut our Yeti. My favorite thing about this die is that it gives the Yeti the ability to hold some images, like the balloon die included in the kit, these hearts that we're going to use, the cupcake from the stamp set, or any other small image that will fit in his arms. I love that as it really adds to the interactive feel of the design. I'm tracing my hearts with my darker red color, and then I'm going to blend out with the lighter red. You can use the coordinating Get Yeti dies, or you can fussy cut them, whatever you prefer. I decided to keep the heart color very basic here today and keep all of my hearts red. I love that pop of color, and I love how our Yeti looks holding that heart in his hands. Using some sentiment label dies from Simon Says Stamp, I've also die cut 2 of the Everyday Easy sentiment strips with these dies to use as my sentiments. We're going to start assembling our card by gluing our 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch panel of pattern paper to a white A2 top fold pre-scored and cut card base from Simon Says Stamp. These are my favorite card bases, and they really speed up my card making by having those card bases already pre-cut and scored. We're going to glue down our white nested domed layer next. And I love how by trimming our paper slightly smaller than the A2 size card, it instantly frames up our pattern paper, and then we're adding in another layer that's going to frame up our embossed layer. I love this little bit of texture interest that's going to be back behind our Yeti. Now I did notice I didn't think my nested domed arches were very straight. I really should have used my T-square ruler here, but I didn't, so I'm just going to kind of adjust that before the glue dries too much, and we should be good to go to finish assembling. Now comes the interactive part of our design. Included in your kit is an action wobble. Once I've glued the heart into the Yeti's hands, I'm going to take this action wobble and we're going to peel off the paper from one side and glue it adhere it right behind our Yeti. It is a big action wobble, so I want to position it so that it is not sticking out and showing around him. Once I have the backing peeled off, I'm going to just adhere this in the biggest part of our image, and then we're going to peel off the backing paper from the other side and attach him to our card. The great thing about action wobbles are they are a very quick and easy way to add an amazing interactive element to any card design. They are going to make this Yeti look like he is shaking and dancing, and just so much fun. So I'm going to figure out my placement by using my sentiment strips so that I adhere him, leaving enough room down below. And with that embossed background, you're going to want to press kind of hard. Then I'm going to use my finger to wobble him around a little bit and glue down my remaining 2 hearts. To finish my card design, I'm going to take some sentiment strips and I'm going to attach my sentiments below my Yeti. I love using a couple of sentiment strips, or at least a couple of sentiments on my design. I'm going to position the hello friend kind of off to the left a little bit, and then we're going to position the smaller phrase off to the right so they're slightly offset, giving a little bit of a whimsical feel. After we have our sentiments in place, we're going to take glossy accents and apply that to the hearts so that they have a glossy raised finish that adds to the beautiful look of this card design. I also want to play with that action wobble just a little bit. The last thing we're going to do is take some Pawsitively black gems from Simon Says Stamp, scatter them throughout the design, and our adorable Yeti interactive action wobble card is all finished. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for this action wobble card featuring the January 2025 card kit from Simon Says Stamp. The supplies I used are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube for your convenience. Thanks for watching.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.